up in the top lane for Harry. Obviously, a lot of experience for that guy on this pick, as we got a very LPL draft here for this second game. I feel like these are all
from last game, and frankly speaking, I don't think the draft has anything to do with it.
Oh, what a charm! On to Fofo. He uses the seismic shove to get this Ahri away, but Haichao still hunting, still looking. Ning jumps over, but it's still going to be first blood picked up for Rayo. But it will be Ning to answer it back. So a 1-for-1 overall in the mid lane.
You know, honestly, a respectable flash from Fofo there. It looked like he was completely dead, completely down and out. But nope, he flashes up to his jungler with a sliver of HP, leading to
skirmishing, and Rayo able to execute Ning with the Comet Spear. I feel like this is a composition that if ZSM got ahead early on, they'd be feeling very good. But still, it is an early game-ish composition that OMG have set up for themselves, specifically with the Ahri and the Pantheon in the mid-jungle. That was what was able to win out there. And now we see Harry face-checking a bush, going to get knocked up by that decimating smash as the bot lane for ZSM rotates up at a perfect time. Perfect execution comes through, but enough damage will be there. One more auto. It's actually the double up from LWX. Will take him down. And it's on the other side of the map. We saw Fofo get ganked by Rayo again.
You know, Graves, I can't say I've seen something quite like that before. I mean, that is low-key what Sion is renowned for, is cheesing in the bush, Bowsen style. But, geez, that was a covert operation. I think they snuck Misfortune and Sion into that deepest bush there. And if you're Harry, there's no way you're anticipating that. So, honestly, big-time respect to ZSM.
He's going to do it again? No, not a smite this time, but the dragon is secured. This by OMG. And Rayo has a lot of health at level 6, but still going to get knocked up by the decimating smash. Not for taking down Ning, though. And he's able to block a lot of damage before finally getting shut down by Fofo. So a 1-for-1, but OMG get the dragon. Hook in here from our challenger mid laner. A little extra tech that we might have discovered. We'll see if Fofo ends up using that.
He's definitely got it available. He just hasn't learned it Zhao Lao Ban style. So let's see how Fofo does this.
We see the grub started up by OMG. They've already gotten the first one, but a hook lands from Southwind, and a two-man seismic shove from Fofo himself is going to result in Moham taking a lot of damage and eventually get taken down by Ning. In goes the second proc throw of the pack, and that's going to be a burned down Pantheon. Rayo is down, and it's 2 kills for your streamer team.
That's just the nature of the champ, and you know, Fofo there with the happy feet. Well clicked by him.
Getting caught out as well. Grand Starfall here for Rayo, but he's over the wall. Going to find a tough time to jump in until he finally is able to do so on LWX, who is able to use the cleanse to get away. Nice charm coming out from Haichao means that it will be Southwind going down first in this skirmish, but now the Ahri is in some danger, and there comes that Weaver's Wall from Fofo to try to do some extra damage here onto OMG's carries. Rayo still very big on the front line, though, is able to take the Talia down. Two-man knockup from Ala, but there's not enough damage at this point in the game for ZSM. Dashing forward, it's going to be Rayo, and it will be another kill, a double kill picked up for the Ahri.
You know, isn't actually in the LPL, and Haichao is showing them why. You know, going to be the first tower here as well, and that's going to be the feat of strength.
Haichao's giving him the works this series, having a really good time across these 2 games, specifically in the laning phase. A good sign for young mid laner that definitely has shown flashes, but we definitely want to see some more consistency out of in 2026. We see an unstoppable onslaught come forward from Ala as ZSM want to begin a fight in the mid lane, and they got all 5 of their members here. Seismic shove lands on a Moham, but it's a trade 1-for-1 as Ala will fall. And here come the reinforcements. Haichao with another charm, this time finding the Nautilus, and a whole collapse will ensue underneath the mid lane tier 1. Grand Starfall will come out to try to finish the job as only Fofo is left standing, but it will not be Rayo finishing it just yet. Instead, they'll turn their attention to this mid lane tier 1. Charm from Haichao does go wide, and it will be the Rift Herald being used to break open the tower in the mid lane and give a little bit of a boost for Rayo to try to lock down Fofo, but he will not be able to do so. With OMG, a great game so far, and especially with the help of Rayo, who once again is unfearing in terms of going for engages, finding another stun on the Southwind and taking him down. Haichao dashing into melee range of 3 members of ZSM and not caring a single bit. 2 more kills into the hands of OMG, and another charm lands from who else but Haichao.
It seems like they're just in a league of their own, you know, these LPL teams, and that, you know, these streamer teams don't really have what it takes to keep up.
mean, again, a lot of legends in the Chinese League of Legends space on ZSM, and you don't want to discount any of that, but there's just an extra level of gameplay that's unlocked for these LPL teams. Despite maybe the name recognition not being there, some players making some of their debuts, the practice that they have had in the offseason seemingly paying off, at least at this point. Moham going to be able to survive at least for now as he stands beside Harry. Gets knocked up by the depth charge, but will be able to survive with that redemption. Even Moham getting caught out is not mattering at this point. That's how far ahead OMG is, and it looks like they want to continue the aggression, continue the assault. The Grand Starfall goes forward, and LWX is very, very dead. Will go down once more, as it looks like continued assault will continue here for Team OMG. High Chow with the Spirit Rush not able to find any more, and they'll turn their sights to the Tier 2 and mid.
Yeah, and I was going to come up with a few ways for ZSM to miraculously win this game. You've got the Otacon coming up. You've got, because one could contend that ZSM is one of their easier matchups, with it being the first on the board for them as well. Makes total sense to feel great, but will they continue to do so as they continue to encroach this territory, continue to just own the rift here?
Look at Harry just face tanking everyone. Public execution says it is no time for bullet time. LWX gets canceled. He will get taken down as well. 4 kills for nothing. Make it an ace, actually, as Ala also went down for OMG. And you got to be thinking, OMG, they're looking dangerous right now in the Demacia Cup group stage.
And it is cat despair for...
And they're looking like they're about to run away with a 2-0 to open up their play in this group stage.
Absolutely, Graves. High Chow with the Knight cosplay with the 22 stack book. And again, 1 Grand Starfall, 1 kill. Make it more than 1. Every time he presses this button, ZSM is just going down. And it looks like they're trying to do their best to put up a fight here, but come on, is this guy gonna die?
Not gonna happen. Here goes Harry into the back line once more. Fofo has to flash underneath his own Tier 2, and Ala has already gone down. The snipe from Starry downtown, able to pick up that kill, and now he's flashing under the inhibitor tower before the Tier 2 even has gone down.
That way.
The barrier gonna keep him alive before the minions ultimately do the deed, but it's still gonna be another 4 kills picked up for OMG as they're playing with their food at this point.
Absolute Giga Chad Starry behind enemy lines, shooting him in the back and literally running into the enemy fountain on stage. You could not ask for more killer instinct from your AD carry. You love to see it. The Ari gets the local gold from the Tier 2 tower. This guy could not be richer. We got Elon Musk on the rift. So rich with the Knight cosplay right now. Oh man, they're just dropping like flies.
It just never stops. I mean, if you're ZSM, you got to try to stop this soul, but that was not the way to do so. Not just one at a time, one after another, as Rayo snipes down Ning for a double kill, and they're going to look to continue the fight. Now it's a 3v3. Now they're on even ground in terms of numbers, and definitely more in terms of gold. Over the wall, Rayo goes, as this new jungler for OMG, fearless in his debut. It's another 4 kills, this is another fight win, and this might just be the end of the game and the end of the series.
Yeah, back to the drawing board for ZSM here. It looked like they really had something in those first 10 minutes, but one mistake, one blunder, and that's all OMG needed to run away with this game. The resets on the Ari, the resets on the Pantheon, killing the low health targets with the Sundered Sky, the Varus beaming them from over top, the Ambessa diving the backline. This composition is fully online, and my boy Moham has 26 assists. I think we're about to make it 27.
Stacking them up, as Ala went for some miracle play of some sort, but whatever miracle that ZSM has been praying for will not be answered today. They'll get one more crack at it against Thunder Talk later on in the week. But it has not been a great showing for our first streamer team. Speaking of, if you want to stay tuned for our 3rd and final series of the day, you will see our 2nd streamer team, FRK, play up against LNG in another best of 3. Me and Foles will be on that one as well, as we'll start to look ahead for the remainder of this tournament, the remainder of this season for OMG. Hold that thought, though. As it seems like every time Rayo has his Grand Starfall, he's pressing the button, he's looking for some kill, and frankly, at this point, why wouldn't you? You are so far ahead, going for another flash stun onto Ning, And he's going to take the former world champion down 1v1. All too easy here for the Rook.
I tell you, Grapes, that might just be the story of this series. We got 5 players who care very much and still do want that world championship trophy. They want to win worlds. Whereas ZSM, they've been there, they've done that. They're the retirement home now. This is a new era, a new dawn for the LPL. And OMG is showing them exactly who they are and what they are made of.
It's another clean ace. Don't have to really call all of it out because I said it about 5 times in a row at this point. Just be redundant. OMG, 38 kills in 26 minutes. And they're going to send ZSM back to bed as the Grandpas will have to wait for their final series of the group stage for another day. It's a 2-0. It's a domination for OMG as they open up their Demacia Cup showing with a bang.
And Cadril would be proud.